Okay. All right. Let me grab this. Come on, there's YouTube. How you doing, guys? How you doing, 40 and Suleiman and Wheezy? Just give me a moment, all right? Doing our usual setup stuff. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Wasabi dude, how you doing? I'm just chilling. You are first? Yes, you were first. Are you an otaku? Depends how you define it. It is my name, but it does depend how you define it. You're from Kazakhstan? Very nice. Are we good? I think we're good. Wagwan, I have no idea what that is, but how you doing, Frankie? And Gritty, how you doing too? Can I call you Senpai Unk-chan? That's quite a mouthful. It might be annoying to type that every time. I'm in the city of Almaty. I can't say I'm familiar with it. Do I like romance movies? Yes. Depending on the movie, but generally yes. How you doing? What episode am I at for what? What episode am I at for what? I'm watching like 17 shows right now. What are you talking about? What anime manga do I regret starting? So here's the thing. I don't regret starting anything. If I don't like something, I just stop watching it. Like right then and there, I just stop watching it. No, I haven't fallen. I'm still standing. I did not trip. I did not stumble. There are odd amount of people watching. What are you talking about? I'm completely lost as to what you're talking about. What's the best action fighting anime? So here's the thing. I don't have a favorite action fighting anime. I have seen hundreds of them, so... Okay, Tibbs, you're already timed out. Because the second you come in, you're going to start spamming, you're timed out. How am I Mighty Otaku? I'm just a fitness guy who likes anime. The name fits. It's not that serious. I just finished Death Note. Should I watch Tokyo Ghoul? I do like Tokyo Ghoul. The ending, Tokyo Ghoul Re was not the best for me. For a lot of people. Do I recommend? Okay, so if you just want like a general battle recommendation, World Trigger would be a good one. Parasite would be a good one. How am I? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Isaac, I'm gonna have to time you out too, because if you're gonna do the whole free tip stuff, stop it. Have been cut support to... I'm so lost by chat now. Hello from India, how you doing, Sahith? You watched Promised Neverland? I have not yet. What video games do I think would make a great anime? Well, the thing is, Mass Effect apparently got an anime, and I haven't seen it yet. So I'm curious to see how that goes. That would be high on my list. Favorite romance movie? Probably Silent Voice. Parasite the Maxim, the anime. Not the live action. I haven't seen the live action. We're talking about the anime. I cannot show you my setup, but also at the same time, my setup is like super basic. There's nothing here. There is 2 monitors and a mic and a keyboard. That's it. There's no lights. There's no anything. Just 2 monitors, mic, keyboard. What do I think of Hatsune Miku? Don't care for it. Not really my vibe. You actually watched 800? No, I've seen close to 1,000 series now. Parasite, the Korean movie, my fault. No problem, dude. Have I watched Jose the Tiger? Nope, I have not seen it. I have heard of it multiple times. My name is Red Badger. I'm on Twitch. Yes, I'm familiar, but like... Badger, next time you're on Twitch, you gotta tone down. Your behavior was kind of rude last time. You must be #1 anime fan? No. No. I have just been watching anime for a very, very long time. And watching a lot of series does not make you the #1 fan, really. It just means I had enough time to watch it. Do I play with the chicken? What are you even talking about, dude? How am I doing today? It's going to be a good day, I think. We just went to the dentist, came back, made lunch, and now we're here. Do you prefer animation or a good story? Both. Here's the thing. If you make a pretty anime with a bad story, it sucks. If you make a good story, if you write a good story, but the animation is so unpleasant that you don't want to look at it, then it's going to fall short. If you at least have decent animation, then it'll do well. And if you ideally have both a good story and good animation, then it could thrive. How you doing, John? Can I dye your wig? No. I'll do a geography game. I'm not really good at geography. Should I watch all of Naruto or skip the filler? That's completely up to you. Filler is a choice. If you are a big fan of the series, you're enjoying it, you want to get the full experience. But then again, like, the filler isn't going to directly, like, influence the story. You could get everything without it. It's more like, do you want to spend the time? And some of it is good and some of it is not. So you can also pick and choose which filler you watch. I thought you were moving today. No, we're moving on Saturday. Have I ever burnt out from anime? No. No, I've never burnt out from anime. I also don't watch that much anymore. I only watch like a couple episodes a week, like 0 to 3 episodes a day. So I'm not watching 5-6 hours of anime every day. I don't do that. Yes, you can get another scroll, Aussie. I will spin the wheel for you. It's going right now. I'm not leaving anywhere. I'm moving. I'm not leaving. Okay, and the wheel has stopped, and you got Zatch Bell. Fantastic. Recommend it all the time. What do I think about Attack on Titan? It's a good series overall. Not my particular favorite, just because the vibe doesn't really fit me, but it's a good story. What's it called again? Zatch Bell. Zatch Bell. What main character would be the worst roommate? Light would suck. Living with a serial killer would suck. What is the funniest anime? I would say either Aggressive Retsuko or Big Bang Bravern or Sakamoto. Which Avatar character deserves a spin-off? Uncle Iroh? I'd be down to watch more Uncle Iroh content. He's pretty awesome. Yes, Isaac, you can get us. If you keep calling me daddy, I'm gonna just time you out. Stop it. Like, just stop it. It's weird. What do I think about Code Geass? Since I tried it and was low-key bummed, I dropped it multiple times. Could not finish it. Couldn't do it, personally. You got My Love Story, one of my favorite romance series of all time. Your Mandela Effect was awesome. Thank you, Siobhan. Bleach movie memories of Nobody Was Actually Decent. I don't remember much of the movie. I know I've seen it. I just don't remember much. It's been a long time. I have seen Zatch Bell in my childhood. Lightning Spell Doll. Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, you got it right. What is your favorite? I do not have a favorite series. I have seen a lot. Why did I drop Records of Ragnarok? Because it's generic and boring. It's generic and boring. Okay, you take a bunch of gods and humans, put them in a coliseum, and it's just a series of battles. Like, okay, that's cool, I guess. It's not enough to hold my attention. Have I watched One Piece? I am up to date on the anime, so yes. Have I watched Doraemon? I have not yet. Not yet. What do I think is going to happen with Doflamingo? I do know he's going to break out of prison. Doflamingo is not going to stay in prison for the rest of the series. One interesting theory that came up was like that something to do with like another Impel Down mass escape, or maybe like joining Cross Guild. That's a potential outcome. I'd be open to that. Why do you never do a just subscribe stream? Why would I do a just subscriber stream? My whole goal is to grow my channel. I don't have 100 million subs or something. I'm not big. So I want more people to discover me. I don't want a subscriber only channel. What's your favorite comedy? Probably Aggressive Retsuko. Will I stop watching anime? At no point in time do I plan to do so. How you doing, Lollyette? Welcome in. Where can I find your Discord? So if you go to any of my profiles, my Twitch, my TikTok, my YouTube, there's always a link tree. The Discord is in there. Any anime girl you don't hate but also don't like without any reason. So like a girl that I'm indifferent to. I'm sure I can find one. You know what? A girl I don't hate but don't like. You know what? 1010. Because I don't like 1010, but I also don't hate 1010. It's like, she's a fine character. I'm just not attached to her in any way. What do I watch anime on? If you go to my Discord, go to the frequently asked questions and scroll down. I use multiple sites all listed right there. I just can't really talk about those kinds of sites on a stream. How you doing, Dio? Welcome back. I have seen Dinosaur King. Yes, Dinosaur King is really good. That's a classic. Would I rather kiss Griffith or Hitler? Griffith doesn't exist, so I'll choose that. And also, Hitler's a skeleton by now. Yeah, I'll just take a picture of Griffith. What are your thoughts about Slime? So Slime has a really good first 2 seasons. So the 3rd season's not that great. I'm hoping the 4th season is better. Do I watch JJK or One Piece? I watch them both. Y'all calling Evergarden age gap weird, but Freeren's age gap is worse. So you missed the. So here's the thing, though. Freeren never goes out with. There's no dating there. There's no dating there. There's no Why am I forgetting his name? I don't know why my brain just did that. I know his name. Anyways, he never asked her out. They never dated. I know, and also by elf standards, she is a child, and he knew this. Like Freeren is a child. She might be old, but she's still a kid by elf standards. And you can even tell by her behavior if you didn't hear the part where they explained that, she literally behaves like a child. There's no relationship there. In the romantic sense. It's offered $10 million, but I had to stop watching. Yeah, I would stop watching anime for $10 million. So what is an adult elf standards? I actually don't recall the exact standard, but it would be several thousand years older than Freeren. Okay, do you remember in season 1 they meet another elf in the winter area, towards the end of season 1? He's substantially older than Freeren. He's an example of an adult elf, and he is much older. 1,000 years really isn't much for an elf. Okay, here's the thing. Freeren cares for Himmel, absolutely. But nothing, there's no actual romance there. Or there's no actual initiation of any kind of romantic relationship for various reasons. One is because at the time Freeren did not feel that way about Himmel, and Himmel also logically knew that if they were to hypothetically go out, he would be but a tiny speck of her lifespan. So if they got really close, they formed this strong connection, that would leave her to suffer with that loss for thousands of years, and it wouldn't be worth it. Do you wish there was more Toji in JJK? I mean, he's cool, but he's not my favorite. I'm more of an Oi Toto guy, so I'd rather see more of the Boogie Woogie. Should I watch Sakamoto Days? If it looks fun to you. I dropped it, but a lot of people love it. How do I watch anime? On various streaming sites that I have listed on my Discord server. What will happen if Vegeta had from the start? I think you left out a few words there. Demon Slayer or Blue Lock? I prefer Blue Lock. I thought you moved your paintings. They're just kind of stacked in the background. They're getting moved on Saturday. What do I think is the most overrated anime? So I can answer this 2 ways. There is no such thing, or I can use my chat standards. Okay, Austin, I'm gonna have to time you out, man. You're spamming the chat. I don't allow that. So yeah, don't spam chat. There is no such thing, or I can use my chat. And if I'm using my chat standards, then it's gonna probably be Attack on Titan, because they spam it the most. How you doing, Frieza? Himmel and Freeren will meet again. The show is foreshadowing that. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. There's a show called Hagemaru. Can't say I know it. Yeah, can't say I know it. Is Hunter x Hunter a good watch? I would say absolutely. What's my opinion on Black Clover? I think it's great. I actually have met some of the voice actors, very nice people. But that aside, very good series. I had a great time with it. Blue Exorcist, I like the first half. I don't like the newer seasons that came out in recent years. The OG was great. What would happen? What do you think would happen if Toji met Mahito? I'd bet on Toji. What will happen if Vegeta had an interesting end? What will happen if Vegeta had interesting the end of Dragon Ball Z? I don't know what that means. Like that, I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense. If I was an elf, what would I have done in that? And if I had that much time? So here's the thing: I'd probably, if I was an elf and I would live for thousands of years, I'm a foodie. Like, people who have already followed me for a while know I love food more than anything. So I'd probably travel around to every part of the world that I could and try every food that exists. Do I like Seph at the end? Haven't seen it yet. Bachara better than Hiyori? I mean, I like Bachara more. Just star JJK, can I tell you a hint that I'm going to get later on? Kit Kat Bar. Who do I think Shanks will have a major fight against in the future? Blackbeard. Have I seen Ippo? Yes, I love Ippo. It is my favorite sports series. And have I seen the new anime Shibogyugi? It's a death game. Not yet. I don't know that one. I don't know it. Is Freeran? Yes, Freeran is going to Paradise Hime. Oh yes, yes. Forgot about that. Will she? I guess we'll see. Thank you, bro. You've been helping me through a tough time. Anytime, Ducky. Kit Kat, yeah, if you know, you know. Nanami versus Shanks. Are we getting cross verse now? Do I like Full Metal Alchemist? I absolutely adore Full Metal Alchemist. Run with the Wind? I finished it. It was okay. I wasn't super into it. I wasn't that into it. You just got egged? Oh, egoed? Nice. Do you watch only in sub or dub or both? Ben, it's both. Sorry I'm late. No worries, Steven. No worries. The other commenter has a point. That's what I'm saying. Please, manga readers, do yeah. So I don't read the manga. I also did, but the thing is, I forgot about that detail in Free Ren. Like I forgot. That's my own fault. But yes, they are correct. Who do I prefer, Shanks or Mihawk? I like Shanks a bit more, but we've also seen more from him. Is Brotherhood good? I would say absolutely 100%. Do I like One Piece? Indeed I do. Indeed I do. I saw Wonder Man by Marvel. It's different and it's great. I don't think... I haven't seen Wonder Man. Nope, I haven't seen that one. What will happen if Goku had Ultra Ego and Vegeta had Ultra Instinct? I mean, nothing really. I don't think it fits, though. Like, it doesn't really fit their characters in the same way. I don't think it's as good. What's my favorite? I unfortunately don't have a favorite series. I'm a big fan of many, many things. I watch hundreds of shows. And I'm a connoisseur. I enjoy everything. Rimuru Temperus is the strongest anime character to ever exist according to web novels, according to nonsense. Power scaling itself is just internet people arguing till they go blue in the face. The main lead is one of those silent type girls. Oh, I mean, that's fine. I'm okay with the quiet types. Can you please free me from my restraints? No. If I muted you, you deserve it. Why do I limit yourself to anime? I don't. When did I ever say that I do? When did I ever say that I do? It's just my content is focused around anime, so that is what I talk about a lot of the time. Who says that's all I watch? Don thoughts. I dropped it after the first season. It's got a good story. It's got beautiful animation, nice soundtrack. I just didn't care for any of the characters. Did I like Overlord? I liked the first parts of Overlord. I found the later seasons not quite as strong. Which Ultra Transformation Broly could have? You mean, like, from what I don't see him getting Ultra Instinct. I don't really see him getting Ultra Ego. He'd probably just have another legendary Super Saiyan stage, I guess. Just left alive where they said Kaba is beating Beerus. I don't really care who beats who. I'm not a power scaler. Have I ever watched SWAT? I'm familiar with the series, but, like, it's not really my vibe. When I watch a crime show, it's to learn stuff. It's not for the drama, usually. So SWAT doesn't really teach me anything I don't know. Ultra Rage something? I mean, Broly's... I don't know. I think Broly in the canon now, at least from the Super movie, I think he's going to learn to control that temper of his. Maybe he's going to become more, like, gentle. Maybe he'll still lose his temper sometimes. I don't know. Is Bruno the best midfielder right now? I don't even know who Bruno is. Koro is worse than Avatar? I would say yes. In One Piece, what character or crew would I like to see fight each other? The red-haired pirates and the Blackbeard pirates, for sure. Have I watched? Please put them on to... I don't know what that is. Yes, Devilish, you can have a spin. It is going. Give it a second. Recommend a niche comedy. Aggressive Retsuko. I don't see anyone besides me talking about Aggressive Retsuko. And Devilish, you got My Dress Up Darling. Sorry for spam. Yeah, don't spam. Pedris is the best meal for... Again, I don't know who these people are. People really underestimate how messed up Sere is in Frieren. She's a living grimoire, but never went after the Demon King. She cannot imagine a life without war. I don't think that makes her messed up. Like, I can't imagine world peace right now either. Our world's pretty messed up too. Who do I think would win? And if I don't really get, like, I'm not a power scaler. What is the weirdest anime I've seen? Depends on how we define weird. Maybe School Days. Thoughts on Ratatouille? I like Ratatouille. I mean, it has food in it. If it has food, it's automatic good by my standards. Not really, but... got any ideas on why I can't verify on the Discord? So there's on my Discord server, towards the top, there's a verification channel where you just click a box and you're good. She could have defeated him and chose not to, and then she bullies Frieren. Well, she bullies Frieren because Frieren has the potential to become far more powerful than she is. Like, she doesn't have the same level of drive to like reach the same heights that Sarah thinks she could. So it disappoints her. The question is, where do I apply the stuff you learn from the crime and stuff? So it's more like a passion project at this point, where I just really enjoy learning various crime things like forensics and police techniques and like the court systems. I just have an interest in it. I used to study forensic psychology. I was going to be a forensic psychologist, but I changed career paths. So I no longer have an actual practical use for them in that sense. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, I liked it, but nowhere near as much as the original series or GX. What's the mech from in the top left? That is Big Bang Bravern. What is your favorite anime and character? So I don't have either of those because I am just a connoisseur. I am a general anime fan. I watch a series, I enjoy it, and I move on to the next thing. I don't really pick favorites overall in that sense. Dexter, in real life, I got eyes on you as a subscriber. I mean, look, I'm not a serial killer that you can prove. You can't prove it, that's all I'm going to say. I do have the wheel, it is up. I just have it off to the side right now. Thank you for the donation, Ben, I appreciate that. Who's the guy with the pink outline? That is Sakamoto from Sakamoto Desuka, not Sakamoto Days, different series. It keeps saying something went wrong. I don't know, I'd have to help you after, man. What's far right on the screen? That is from the movie I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Can I spin the wheel? Of course, Lauren, you can spin the wheel. It's going for you right now. Could you spin? Okay, so first is Lauren, then it's Dehis. Yes, Dehis. So, Lauren, you get... I was actually just watching this. The Invisible Man and his soon-to-be wife. It's really cute. And Dehis, you get the next spin. You miss Metabots, as do I. You could still go back and watch it, but I guess, yeah, you would want more of it, right? So Dehis, you got Love is War. Kaguya-sama, Love is War. I love Nishimiya from Silent Voice. I love Silent Voice. Fantastic movie. Who's the guy with the glasses? Sakamoto Desuka. I love the guy's lives. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. You still alive? No, I'm dead. This is actually, I've been reanimated. Silent Voice is a triple S. Fair enough. I definitely put it in S tier myself. And yes, Devilish, you can have another spin. Give it a minute. Yeah, don't worry, Devilish. It's coming. It's coming. Who's the guy with the glass? Just finished all seasons of Love is War, really great. Apparently there's a movie I still need to watch. I did watch all the seasons, though. So you got Akame ga Kill. I have a feeling you've already seen that, Devilish. Where does Pain even come from in Naruto? So, some spoilers for Naruto regarding Pain's origin. So, Pain, it was originally Nagato, Pretty much, they established a group to try and end war, like years before Naruto actually started, but like before the Akatsuki, uh, like. Wait, Fruits Basket is definitely S tier. I can't put Fruits Basket in S tier. Sorry, I'm trying to explain the origin of like pain. So pain is actually like a reanimated corpse. Sorry, like all the paths of pain are just reanimated corpses of the friends that I'm sorry. I'm brain's not working right now. Holographic Otaku Jarvis who? I'm lost. Do I watch Bleach? Yes, I do watch Bleach. I'm looking forward to the final part of Blood War. I'm sorry that I fumbled on that question. My brain is kind of short-circuited. Do I prefer Pain or Obito? I prefer Pain. Goku or One Punch Man? I like Goku more than Saitama, personally. At least depending on the variant. Could I do a spin? Of course, Purdy, you can get a spin. I want to follow up to Gate. Actually, I didn't like Gate that much. And you got Cardcaptor Sakura. That's like an old school. That's like from way back in the 90s, though they did have a more modern remake. You need to catch up on JoJo's? No. I will catch up on JoJo's in a couple months. What is the best plot twist? Some good plot twists would include Platinum End, Odd Taxi's a fun one. Which anime has the most fan service that I've ever watched in full? Probably Kill la Kill. Probably Kill la Kill. Do I think people are right when they say Dragon Ball has no story and plot? That's just objectively not true. That's just objectively incorrect. You don't have to like the story. You don't have to like the plot, but there is a story. Please let's discuss Gate. I'm not really like. Here's the thing. We can talk about Gate. I just don't like it that much. Like the plot was fine. It's just I don't really care for any of the characters. I thought it kind of boring. It was just, eh. It could have been a lot better than it was. Light and L's great rivalry. I mean, yes, I thought so, but I also thought they kind of didn't do it the best way possible. I didn't like the direction it took. Do I think Doomslayer or Goku would win? I'm not a power scaler, man. Sorry, man. Any recommendations for anime set in the far future? Yes, I definitely do. So let me think high-techy tech. So if you really like the technology stuff, well, oh wait, technically speaking, Dr. Stone. Technically, Dr. Stone is like probably not the approach you were looking for, but it is thousands of years, and it is like many. I forgot exactly how many hundreds of years passed, or how many thousands of years passed, but it is very far in the future. Have I seen Brain Rot? Nope, I have not seen it. I have not seen Hero X either. Did the AOT animation change the experience for you? No. The animation changes really don't affect me much at all. Unless the animation like really falls off a cliff, it doesn't really affect me at all. Did the Leon Abaccio, I have no idea who that is. Have I read Lookism? Nope, I don't read any fiction anymore. I pretty much read all like nonfiction. I respect your opinion perfectly. Yeah, that I agree. I'm interested in what you didn't like is all. I thought it was interesting seeing the parallel political powers, modern versus fantasy, and that's and the harsh, maybe the harsh environment. I mean, I get it. Like that part, I like all those elements that you bring up. I get it. I just think they all could have been done better. Like I think it all could have been far more interesting than it was. Like another example is like Future Diaries. I thought that the ideas introduced by Future Diaries was more enjoyable than the series itself. What anime would I recommend to a new anime watcher? I would do one of two things. I would just recommend something that includes an interest they already have. So if they really like science, they really like space, they like comedies, whatever, I'd focus on that. Or I would spin the wheel and give a random recommendation, which I'll do right now. Is there anyone who likes Light more than L? I guarantee you there's somebody. I just don't know many people that do. And you know what? Sentenced to be a Hero. And that's an ongoing series from this season, and I think it's great. So I would recommend that one. Mushoku Tensei, I dropped it. I could not deal with Rudius. The rest of the story was fine. I just can't deal with Rudius. What are your future plans? To keep doing this on a much larger scale. So just keep getting better and better at doing live streams, making content, streaming on Twitch. Just get better at making content. Thoughts on Seven Deadly Sins. So Seven Deadly Sins, as I usually say, is a mixed bag. It is a toss-up. It has some good stuff. It has some bad stuff. A lot of people talk about the bad stuff more, which, fair enough, it really did make a lot of mistakes. I still enjoy it. Chimera Ant Arc or Soul Society, I would say Soul Society. Favorite waifu? I do not have any waifus. That's not how my brain works. Have I seen Hero X? I have not. Everything but the gym channel? The gym channel is starting once I move. I'm moving this weekend, so there you go. People only watch it for Escanor. I mean, look, Escanor is my favorite character in the series, but that's just not the case. I do like Bon. I like Meliodas' brother, and his name currently escapes me. Forgive me for that. I like King when he's not being whiny and crying. Like, he's sometimes a great character. I really like Captain of Scrap's Disposal. He's funny. I did like... you know what? I like Gother once Gother's character development kicks in. I start to really like... Yeah, Zeldris. I really like Gother once their character development kicks in. If I had the ability to go to any anime verse, I would just go to a cooking anime like Food Wars or something. I dare you to jump and I'll send you 100 what? There, that was a jump. Favorite shonen main character? I have no idea. I've seen over 700 shonens, 800 shonens at this point. I don't know. So Merlin and Escanor, I both love it, but it also, if you're up to date on the series, you'll know why parts of it bother me. Have I watched Golden Kamuy? I've seen the first 2 seasons. I'm enjoying it so far. What is good? I will arrive with some peak. Do I know Fujimoto Tatsuki? No, I do not. What's your favorite sports anime? That would be Ippo, hands down. Like, it's definitely going to be Ippo. And can you get a spin, Bertie? Of course you can get a spin. Of course you can get a spin. How amazing is Dio? I don't know what that is. You didn't jump, you just floated higher with, we know you're using Keppo. Well, you caught me. You caught me. You got Kobayashi Dragon Maid. Kobayashi Dragon Maid is my recommendation. Esterosa was a super cool character too, but the end confused me with him. So what confused you about Esterosa? Because I also don't want to accidentally give spoilers. Also, thank you, Ben, for the ice cream, the slice of cake, and the roses. I love Metal Bat and Moomin Rider. I definitely like Moomin Rider. Metal Bat's cool too, but like Moomin Rider's got my respect. Since I have studied criminology, yes. Do I think people can be born as criminals? So, no. The thing is, some people have dispositions or a higher likelihood of committing crime if their environment is not secure and stable. If someone is genetically predisposed to certain behaviors, but they are raised in a healthy, secure environment with a good family, good social network, a good community, then that risk drops tremendously. If you have someone who is high risk and a poor environment, that's a recipe for disaster. Can I defeat the entire MHA verse? Obviously I can. Adoption theory? What do you mean adoption theory? Can you elaborate? Can I explain Full Metal Alchemist? I absolutely could. Full Metal Alchemist focuses around 2 brothers who study alchemy in order to bring back their dead mother. And it is a sin. It is against the rules of alchemy to bring back someone from the dead. So as punishment for trying to bring back the dead, they lose various parts of their body, and in one case, their entire body. So they go on a journey to try and get their bodies back. Thoughts on Akaza? He's all right. He is one of my favorite upper moons, but then again, I just don't like many of the upper moons. So like by default, he's kind of up there. What's the thing that makes Seven Deadly Sins anything special? It's literally so basic. So here's the thing. People like different things. I think the world of Seven Deadly Sins is a lot of fun. I think the powers are a lot of fun. I think the fights are pretty great. I like a lot of the cast as well. It's just There's certain elements that I don't quite like besides the animation drop-off, which people complain about the most. My bigger complaints would be like the plot choices made towards the end of season 4 and even in the Four Nights of the Apocalypse. And then there's the and season 3 was just boring. Like, I didn't enjoy that part at all. And also there's the there's Meliodas' behavior around Elizabeth. Don't really like that. The whole Bond and Elaine when Elaine looks like a child. So I do have complaints. Honestly, Seven Deadly Sins is carried by the world and character. I mean, if you have good characters and a good world, that's pretty good. Also, KT, thank you for the multiple roses and the star and the fluffy heart and the TikTok sign. Thank you. Have I seen Carol and Tuesday and Vivi? I have not. I have heard about it. I just haven't seen it. Do I know any Oda's SBSs? I've seen a couple because I did read the manga during some period of time, but I haven't looked at the manga in ages. So would I consider Johan caused entirely by environmental factors? So here's the thing. What do we know? Here's the thing. To know if someone is genetically predisposed, we would have to you would have to have someone who knows, you'd have to ask like a medical specialist to look at certain genes and their genetics, which that is not my specialty. I'm really good at the psychology component. So I can't tell you that. I can tell you that if Johan was raised in a healthy, normal environment, his odds of turning into what he was would have been substantially lower. And he was raised in horrendous conditions, like some of the worst conditions we can possibly imagine. Did I draw the Black Bulls painting? I did not. All the paintings that I collect were done by either one specific artist. I do have an Attack on Titan painting, but that was done by a friend. It's a much smaller thing. But no, I get those all professionally made. Have I heard about the WWE wrestler Chris Benoit and who unalived his family? I think I do know that case, actually. I think I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you're talking about. I have to double check because I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Was it in Florida? I know it was in the States. Was it Florida? Do I watch Bleach the anime? Yes, I absolutely do. Do I think Yuta is a fraud? No. Can I explain Avatar: The Last Airbender? So yes. So Avatar Aang, during a storm, he encased himself in ice, which halted the Avatar cycle. So during an era of war with the Fire Nation attacking everybody, there was no Avatar. And then the story begins with two siblings from the Water Nation tribe discovering Aang in a block of ice, releasing the Avatar, and then they go on a journey to kind of end the war with the Fire Nation. That's the simplest way I could put it. You should know Chris Benoit was a fellow Canadian too. I mean, here's the thing. I'm really bad with names. I'm notoriously bad with names, and I do know that name with some degree of familiarity. So I guarantee I've seen it. I guarantee with 100% certainty that I've seen the case. I just need to double check. I need a face. I'm good with faces. Wait, you're Canadian? Indeed, I am. Thoughts on JJK just started only 10 episodes in? I'm a fan. I'm up to date on it. WWE doesn't even recognize his legacy anymore. Pretty much. If you commit an atrocity like Familicide, I don't think a massive organization wants anything to do with you. Did I play Sekiro? I have not played Sekiro. Can I get a spin at another one? Oh, okay, you got the last one. Okay, fair enough. I'll spin it again. Thoughts on Conan? It's a piece of garbage. I think it's awful. I think it's absolutely awful. And your spin resulted in We Never Learn Bokuben. So that's like a romance series. Can I get a spin? Do I have your wheel in any of my vids? I do not have no. I have not made any content directly, any video content with the wheel. No, not yet. Ronnie, does nationality matter here? I think because they were talking about a specific case. So in this case, yes. Have I seen Lupin the Third? I have not. I can actually say that Conan is better than Steins. Unironically, I did not look. I dropped Steins Gate and Conan. Conan is one of the worst experiences I've ever had. It's definitely one of the most unpleasant series I've seen. What do I rate Avatar out of 10? Can you not spam chat? I'm actually just going to... Actually, John, I'm not going to answer your comment because you are spamming. And it's not nice. Favorite anime special episode? Probably the Dragon Ball One Piece Toriko crossover. Overlord, I think the first seasons were better than the later ones. I still like the series, but it was definitely better at the start. Am I talking about... yes, I was talking about Conan. I think it's awful. I actually think it's awful. Isn't Conan 50% filler? Like, I dropped it a long time ago. Where I was at, it had a lot more than 50%. It's because you didn't see my comments? Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm not going to see everyone's comment. I'm not going to answer everybody's comment. If you spam chat, then I'm definitely not going to answer. And how many days in a row would I have to ask below for you to watch Steins Gate? 0. Like, it's not happening. I dropped it multiple times. Multiple times. So you'd have to pay me to watch it. Honestly. They say Chris was traumatized and gone mad after his friend Eddie Guerrero's death. I mean, like, you can be depressed and traumatized from a death. I'm not saying that's not the case, but that doesn't mean go kill your family. Come on. I asked ChatGPT something similar to Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's Detective Conan. No, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is better than Detective Conan. Conan is good. 6 episodes in? No, I got much farther than 6. It was awful. It was actually one of the worst things I've ever seen. What is my opinion on JJK changing animation studios? Let's just hope it stays consistent. Let's just hope the quality stays consistent. I know people are concerned about who's making it, but I'm going to hold on to optimism. What is your favorite TV show, movie outside of anime? It's probably going to be something like Freedom Writers or Infinity War. Either something like inspiring or something superhero-y. So like Infinity War, Freedom Writers kind of vibe. And have I seen Superstore? I have not. How you doing, Lay? Still recommending Arcane. It's still going to be a long time till I watch it. And have I seen Monster? I have. I think I asked a couple months ago, but I can't recall. I finished it a few months ago. I would agree. Avengers Infinity War is probably one of my favorite movies in the franchise. And what is your favorite antagonist? Probably Meruem, maybe, possibly. Dropping Steins Gate like 7 Deadly Sins and doesn't read manga, holy poly. Well, the thing is, people like different things. And if that's a shocker to you, welcome to the world. Do you think we'll have any romance in JJK? Not really. I don't see anything going in that direction. Do you think we'll have any romance in JJK? You're just watching the last episode of One Piece. Very nice. So you're going to be just in time for the return of it in April. JJK isn't switching animation studios. Oh, is that not happening? Or no, I think it was. I know something about the manager quitting. Yeah, the director. The director quit, right? Do I like Frieren? Absolutely. Better mentor Aizawa or Reagan? Aizawa. I mean, Reagan, okay, he gets his glory at the end, but I'm picking Aizawa there. Why did JJK change the director? I think he got tired of Mappa's nonsense, which fair enough. Maki and the other guy with sword are kind of showing hints. I don't really pay much attention to the romance in battle series unless it actually happens. I don't do much of the shipping. If I'm watching a romance series where the direction of the story is literally building a relationship, then okay, I'll pay more attention to that. How do I feel about Netflix's animes? Castlevania, Devilman, Cyberpunk. Devilman, haven't seen. Cyberpunk, I've seen the first episode. It was good. Castlevania was good, for sure. Aizawa getting his own arc. I mean, I like Aizawa. He's one of the better characters in the series, so I'm down with that. What's wrong with Mappa? So there's a lot of animation studios that do not treat their staff very well, and my guess is the director just got tired of the BS. Season 2 of Dorohedoro is upon us. Will I finish Season 1? Probably not in time. Like, eventually, yes, just probably not in time for Season 2. Mob Psycho, I think it's fantastic. What's better to watch, Solo Leveling or Bleach? I mean, I think Bleach is better than Solo Leveling by a long shot, but both are good. Aizawa is the best non-white-haired sensei. What about Koro sensei? He has no hair. He just has tentacles. The voice doesn't suit Vince Smoke brothers. It feels too deep for them. I mean, I was fine with that. I think the voices are fine, at least in sub. And why Nickelodeon isn't dropping classics like Avatar anymore? I feel like, look, I'm not really up to date on what Nickelodeon is putting out these days anymore. I'm like way behind on that. I don't see the kind of gems that I had when I was growing up. I'm not sure if that's bias or because I'm just not informed enough. I just don't see that kind of quality coming out anymore. I do remember X-Men 97. Yes, I do like it. Full lobby of cornballs still watching children cartoons. Are you, dude? If you're gonna try and rage bait, you gotta try harder than that, man. I've been doing this a long time. That's how it feels for me too. That's why I'm saying we are old. I'm not that old. I'm young. I'm good. I'm good. Which previous Avatar deserves a spin-off? I like Avatar Roku quite a bit. To Your Eternity, I love the first 2 seasons. They're fantastic. The third was not really it for me. Though I also haven't finished the 3rd season. Can I get some here's for Soul Eater Not? Being a dumpster trash. Yeah, oh yes, Soul Eater Not was terrible. Soul Eater Not was terrible. For sure. For sure. How you doing, Amar? Have I seen Hero Academia Vigilantes? I've seen the first, 2 episodes, and I do like it. I just I haven't had time to go back to it yet. I love Water Avatar Kuruk, cool character design. Fair enough. Bro's been watching anime for more than 30 years, and I'm still young. What are your thoughts on the Canadian curling Olympian who cheated by pushing the rock with his fingers on camera? I have no knowledge of this. I don't follow the Olympics. The only time I follow the Olympics is when my friends are going. And most of my friends are done with the Olympics now. I'm 32. Krillin will both fight you. I don't need help. I can take it. I can take him. I just finished One Piece. Can I get a spin? Of course you can get a spin. Here we go. Have I seen Darling in the Franxx? I dropped it right away. Almost instantly. I'm not into those kinds of shows at all. And your spin resulted in Spice and Wolf. So that's like a romance economics kind of anime. Not many shows like that one. We did not learn much about female air nomads, the northern and southern air temple. It's true, we didn't learn much about them. Remember the last time I was in your stream, I was at episode 852, and now it's 945. I don't remember the last time you were specifically there, so how long has it been? Just found out Soul Eater and Fire Force are connected thanks to Shinra. Yes, they're in the same universe. Are you watching any anime right now? I'm watching 17 different series, so yes, yes, I have too much that I'm watching. Was Azula pure evil or broken? I don't think she was pure evil. I'd say she's more broken than evil. Probably almost a month? Okay, so that's not, that's a lot, but it's not absolutely insane. It's not the most crazy thing I've heard. 17 deadly sins? Did they add some more sins to the list? Okay, I'm not familiar with the other 10. Bryce Papenbrook is the GOAT. Good to know. I forget what he's done. What's your favorite anime? Unfortunately, I don't have a favorite series. I'm just a connoisseur who likes to enjoy multiple things. And have I played any anime video games? Probably Tenkaichi 3 would be my top choice, but again, I don't really play most anime games anymore because they're mostly fighting games, and I just don't really play much fighting games. Kids can be evil, bro. I know they could. I worked with kids for most of my life. The more the merrier, top 3 faves. I don't have a top 3 favorite, so if you have a series you want me to talk about, I'm more than open to. I have so much in my watch list. Also, Tower of God was trash compared to the webcomic. I like the anime, but I also haven't seen the webcomic. I can't really compare it. Still, Azula desired control and fear for respect. Yes, she was clearly twisted and broken. I'm not saying she wasn't I'm not saying she's a good person. But there's a big gap between that and being pure evil. What anime would you say is most underrated? So here's the thing. If I'm looking at my chat, I'm just going to pick a series that nobody in my chat talks about. So what does nobody in my chat really talk about? I would say something like, I can't even say Metabots, enough of you know Metabots. I might say something like Dinosaur, something like Shaman King or Dinosaur Hunter or something like that. Is Ozai pure evil? Again, I don't think he's pure evil. Was he evil? Yes. Pure evil means that you have no sense of justice or goodness or compassion or empathy, and pretty much everything you do is to cause as much harm and pain as possible. Like, that is your sole focus. Metabots is goated, I would agree. Kid Buu is pretty damn evil. I still can't put him over someone like Janemba, though. Better duo, Killua and Gon or Asta and Yuno. Easily Asta and Yuno, even though I like Killua more. Because Killua and Gon, I don't see as much of a duo outside of being friends and training together. Because a lot of the time, Gon is a reckless, selfish person who drags everyone along in what he wants to do, regardless of the harm that it causes. So, like, he's not much of a duo guy. He's really not. What made you start watching anime? Nothing made me start watching anime. I turned on TV, there was a cool show playing, in this case it was Dragon Ball, and it was fun. That was it. To me, anime and non-anime, it's the same thing. Why do you watch anime? Probably because you have fun watching it, I would assume. Why do you watch movies? Why do you read books? Or why do you do anything for, like, in a casual context? Probably because it's fun. Goku is a good father. I would probably argue more against than for. Not saying he's the worst, but I could probably argue better for worse. I never really understood the hate on Seven Deadly Sins. I could tell you why, because as someone who likes the series, I could point out its many flaws. Besides the animation drop-off after Season 2, the plot direction after, like, Season 4 and Four Nights of the Apocalypse, I do have complaints. The fan service with Meliodas and Elizabeth, the constant groping, the skirt flipping, the holding a literal baby and saying, don't, hands off my woman. There's Bon and Elaine, and they have a child together while Elaine also looks like a child. Yes, she's older canonically, but if you look like a child, it's just really weird to do that. Gorosei Saturn is pure evil. He's pretty awful, yes. Like, he deserved what he gets. You started with Dragon Ball. I started in it. I started with Dragon Ball way back in 1994. Goku's not a good father, bro. Told his kid to go fight Cell. GG. I mean, like, here's the thing. Also, Gohan doesn't like fighting. Like, Gohan only fights when he's pushed into it. He doesn't have the love for fighting like Goku does. Goku was dead. How could he have been there for his child? So, like, there's a lot of times where Goku prioritizes training over like spending time with his kids. There's also the fact that he didn't even know his son well enough to, like, he didn't know his son well enough to realize that he doesn't even like fighting. Yes, he has the talent to be a fighter, clearly as demonstrated multiple times throughout the series. Doesn't mean Gohan wanted to be a fighter, and he's kind of forced into that role by Goku. And we see the highlight of that in the Cell battle. And honestly, I'd say Piccolo did more of a job raising his kids than Goku did. Brains process, let's get sensu beans to Cell and see. Yeah, exactly, genius. Johan was more than pure evil. I would say Johan was not more than pure evil. I won't even say Johan was pure evil. I just don't think he was pure evil. Was he manipulative and twisted and damaged? Yes, for sure. Is that an excuse? Of course not. But, like, he wasn't like this evil monstrosity right from the beginning. What do I prefer, anime, manga, or TV? It's all the same. I mean, putting manga aside, because I don't read fiction. I only read nonfiction. So, anime or non-anime, it makes no difference. It makes no difference. I don't care if I'm watching One Piece. I don't care if I'm watching Marvel. I don't care if I'm watching Freedom Writers. It makes no difference. If it's good, it's good. I have no preference. Did I watch JJK Season 3? I'm up to date on it. At least Sanji knows his limits with age. Knows his limits with... Oh, so like Sanji won't hit on children? Yes. He won't hit on children. Your favorite JJK opening is probably the first one. I think it's the first one. Do I like Tobe Hero? Because I have... Tobe Hero X. I have not. I haven't seen it. Do I like romance? Absolutely I do. Piccolo is not that good of an aura farmer. I would disagree. He's a pretty high-level aura farmer, I would say. Season 2 of Free Ren, I'm up to date on that as well. Did I watch Season 3? Goku decided to stay dead instead of spending time with his son and pregnant wife. He thought it'd be better for training. Yeah. George Orwell Animal Farm. Don't know much about that. I'm new. Please explain what my channel is about. So, I can summarize it pretty simply. we mostly just hang out, talk about various animes, ongoing, upcoming, past series, anime recommendations, our various reviews on it. We could talk about fan theories. We could talk about pretty much anything that falls into those categories, or and sometimes video games as well. Four legs good, two legs bad. What are you even saying? Thoughts on Gym Season 3. What is Gym Season 3? You've watched thousands of hours of anime. What is something action-packed, good story that I can watch? It is true, I've seen thousands of hours. So if you want action-packed, did you say how many seasons? Thousands. Okay, so you just want action-packed. I'd say Parasite Maxim. That's pretty good. Theory. Sanji only shows interest in... Oh, the message is gone. Our channel is just about yapping? Pretty much. I mean, we do a lot of yapping. It's an anime farm reference. Okay, read the book. I'm not reading the book. I'm sorry. We also talk several times per stream about how bad Conan is. Well, people keep asking me about it. Craziest plot twist. One of my favorite plot twists is probably Odd Taxi. Started Black Clover a few days ago. You're on episode 70. Okay, so that's quite you're just clearing through it, which is good timing because it's coming out in the fall. Goku stayed, guys, because at that point every single villain came because of him. I mean, yes, he did directly state that, but he also, like, let's be real. Like, Goku could have. How often did Goku, like, contact his kids? How hard is it for Goku, with access to King Kai and everything, to just, like, check in on the kids, check in on Chi-Chi? He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. He was just too busy training. Have I seen Made in Abyss? I have seen the first episode. I haven't really caught up yet. Mr. Dex, it's not that deep. He's just trying to make women feel special instead on a higher level. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep. He's not gonna hit on a child. Sanji would not do anything with a child. He had the utmost faith in Chi-Chi. That woman was intense. I mean, of course he had faith in his wife. Still, he didn't even... If you love your family, aren't you going to, like, try and talk to them every once in a while? Just check in? It's not just about having faith in her. Aizen, easily. What about Aizen? Absence makes the muscles grow... Absence makes the muscles grow fonder. Oh my god. Okay. What's the anime with the plot twist? Odd Taxi? Odd Taxi. Which is your favorite villain in anime? Probably Meruem, because I like him the most. Goku's kind of a bad father. On the contrary, Chi-Chi's a really good mother. So, like, I think Chi-Chi's overbearing at times, but she loves her kids. She feeds them, she takes care of them, wants them to get a good education, wants the best for them. So, like, yes, I would say Chi-Chi's a good mom. Odd Taxi is very slow and silly. I mean, is slow bad? Like, it wasn't super fast, but sometimes, like, something slower... For the kind of series it is, you don't want something too fast. Like, look at something... like Odd Taxi when it's rushed. Like, Erased is a similar kind of series, and it's rushed. Do I think without Toonami, a lot of anime could not be as popular in the West? So I actually don't know. Like, I didn't really use Toonami much growing up. I'm sure it had a huge impact. I personally never used it, and most people I know didn't either. But I'm sure it did. So I'm sure it contributed. I'm sure it did. I just don't have, like, any statistics in front of me to say, like, exactly how much. I'm sorry, I can't help my ADHD. I'm also ADHD. Made in Abyss is easily one of the coolest worlds I've seen. I mean, it's not a shame that I haven't finished it. I just haven't had time to catch up yet. Give me some time. Do I think okay, sorry, I already read that one. On Shanks and Mihawk debate, here's the thing. I have no input on the Shanks-Mihawk debate. I think it's a stupid debate for various reasons. One, I think power scaling in most contexts is dumb. But that aside, completely putting that aside, what has Mihawk done? What is Mihawk? Like, Mihawk has not... I would argue that both of them have not shown what they can do. We've seen more from Shanks. We have not seen what they can do. So if power scalers want to do their power scaling thing, shouldn't you wait to see what the characters actually do first, instead of debating endlessly? Do I think without too much... I already read that one. Sorry, my bad. Conan, Steins Gate, and Sakamoto Days are peak anime S tier. Romance is not a good genre, so all bad takes here. So you're pretty much just making all... Okay, so that's 10 on 10 rage bait. Okay, so it's just a list of bad takes. Which anime is a masterpiece even though it was rushed? It can't be a masterpiece if it was rushed. That's kind of a huge flaw. So a masterpiece means that any imperfections that it has, if any, do not substantially take away from the series. So like something that we talk about as being rushed, like Erased, I think was rushed. I don't think it's a masterpiece. I think it's good. I don't think it's a masterpiece. But I don't think you can say a show is a masterpiece while being rushed at the same time. What do I think of Sakamoto Days? I dropped it halfway through because it was kind of the same formula over and over. Like, it was the same thing every episode. I just got bored. Which One Piece betrayal you felt like... Oh, so which betrayal hit me the most? A betrayal. Betrayal is kind of a... You know what? Probably the Vegapunks. The Vegapunks. Or, Actually, no. There's also stuff going on with Brooke right now, right? Oh, I might have to hold off. I might have to hold off on answering that because there's some stuff I heard about that I don't know enough about that might put it kind of high on the list. My opinion might change soon. What do I think of... what's a recommendation? You like action. Go with Assassination Classroom. Favorite swordsman? Maybe Rayleigh? Like, I don't have a favorite swordsman. I'm just trying to think of a swordsman that I think is cool. So, like, I think Rayleigh's cool. For me, it was Conjuro. What about Conjuro? Your favorite anime that are always going to be on S tier, MHA, Fruits Basket, Demon Slayer, Host Club, Black Clover, One Piece, and Bleach. I mean, I enjoy pretty much all of those series, so fair enough. Look, too many S tiers. I mean, no, you can have as many S tiers as you want. What if the weapon ate Chopper's human fruit? It would be a weapon that turns into a person. Do I know Ruby? I do know Ruby, but I haven't finished it. I've seen Assassination Classroom. Have you seen Parasite? Anime games are bad, including Dragon Ball Z. So maybe you just don't like fighter games. Because to be fair, most of the anime games I've seen are fighter games, so like Dragon Ball games, Naruto games, even One Piece games. They're mostly fighting games. Maybe you just don't like fighting games. Conjuro Betrayal felt shocking. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good, like, ooh. Yeah, Conjuro might take it. Conjuro might take it. That's a really good one. I haven't seen One Piece yet, but what does Devil Fruit do? So there's different categories of Devil Fruit that give you different abilities. But every devil fruit has the same drawback where when the devil fruit user is submerged in water, they lose their strength and basically turn into an anchor and sink. But there's a wide variety of different fruits, from animal transformations to elemental manipulation to controlling various things like turning things rubber to shooting fire to controlling gravity and various things. Where could Vegapunk's devil fruit be? Where? Do you mean what could it? Oh, because he. I don't know. Where? I don't know where it is now. Anas, you're spamming again. Stop it. And also, Ruben, I think Ruben... Guys, why is everyone spamming? Stop spamming. I spoiled? For what did I spoil? What, Conjuro? I didn't spoil anything about Conjuro. I didn't say anything about... I was reading a comment. I'm sorry. Why are you... Hey. Whatever. Anas, I see... You have two of the same comment back to back. So yes. And then it's the same comment back there. So yes, you are spamming. Oh my god. Okay, guys. Sorry. But yes, you are spamming, so stop it. Why did I reveal Conjuro's true identity? I didn't say anything about Conjuro's identity. Guys, gee. Just stop it. Chat, just stop. Move on from it. Like, get out, like, drop the topic. You mean, my God. How you doing, Matt? Yes, that is Metabots. That is Metabots. Like, just move. Yeah, move, we try not to do the YouTube chat. Yeah, the YouTube chat is trolling at this point. So, guys, let's just drop that, move on, and be more careful going forward when you're asking a question, so you don't spoil things for people. Because I just naturally read a comment and then answer it, and sometimes my brain just kind of, you know. But yeah, please be careful. What country's cuisine do I think is the best? All of them. I really have no preference. I think it's an impossible question. I eat everything. Is Hunter x Hunter worth watching? I absolutely think it does. Yeah, it is. Also, Johan. So, Lord, now you're just okay. Now you're trying to spoil and you're lying. So, Lord, I'm gonna have to time you out. I'm gonna have to time you out. So you're lying and spoiling. So, there you go. Time out for you. Heard you stream every day. I do stream every single day. Sometimes there are exceptions to this. There are exceptions to this. Like sometimes I do have to. I can only stream on one platform. Sometimes I only stream on certain platforms. Like sometimes I miss all of my streams. It doesn't happen usually, but I typically have one live stream per day on at least one platform. Have I seen Ragna Crimson? I have not. Even England's food, I'll eat anything. England, Japan, Tokyo, Korea, India. I just like as long as it's not like super great. Like I don't want like American fast food. That's kind of gross. Tunnel to Summer is a great film. Haven't seen it. How you doing, Seth? Welcome back. Official yes, but too difficult. Wait, what's too difficult? Bro said Japan then Tokyo. I mean, yeah, my bad. Whatever. Do I play video games on stream anytime? I play video games on Twitch. I don't play video games on YouTube and TikTok. It doesn't really do well on here, at least on my channel. Some people think Soga King is Usopp. I know, insane, complete madness. Best way to eat steak is well done. That is a bad take. That is just an incorrect take. That is just objectively wrong. Medium rare, all the way. Avatar or burgers? Are you the same guy as the TikTok person? I like both. Is Toji's physique possible? So anytime you ask a question like this, is this physique possible? There's multiple factors. There's genetics, first of all. Do you have the physical structure and the muscle building potential that would allow that to happen? And second, just focus on getting much stronger and see what you get, because you can't control it. I don't want my meat to moo and be alive when I eat it. And so you make it well done. So your argument against you don't want it to moo when you eat it is you make it well done. Sorry, bad take. Would I rank Black Clover above MHA? A little bit. You're finally watching One Piece? Awesome. You saw JJK and Chainsaw Man. Is there another one I would like? So you're watching the current mainstream battle shonen, so Hero Academia, Black Clover, those would probably be on your list. What is your favorite 4-star vanilla monster? I think you've asked this question before, because I got asked this question a day or two ago, and I did not have an answer, and I still don't have an answer because I didn't really look into it. 4-star vanilla. I'd have to go and look. I don't know. I don't know. What is your favorite anime movie? Probably Kizuna. Your dad just randomly said that he has a friend who knew Mike Tyson and had dinner with him. I mean, okay. Sounds cool, I guess. Oh, we know you cannot talk about Ariana Grande between you and her because of an NDA. What are you talking about? Oh, Pete Davidson joke. I got it. Is Bleach half filler? I don't think it's half filler. I know there's a good amount, but I don't think it's half, is it? Can someone check the math on that? What about Death Note? I like the first half, not the second. So at the moment, you're finishing up Hell's Paradise. You've watched the majority of the mainstream. Nice. Well, you haven't finished Hell's Paradise because Season 2 is not even done yet. Suggested anime similar to Psycho Pass. Probably something like ID Invaded would be the closest. My nose isn't big enough to be Soga King. Rent a Girlfriend is atrocious. I dropped it immediately. It's like 40%. I mean, I know there's a good chunk of filler, so like, I'm not surprised if it's in that general range. Is Steins Gate good? A lot of people love it. I was not into it. I would say give it a shot anyway. What's up, gentlemen? How you doing, Hart? Welcome back. Thoughts on Study Vanitas? I have not seen that one yet either. You got punched in the face, so I'm related to Mike Tyson. I don't think that's how this works. What is filler? Filler is non-canon content. So basically, it is episodes or movies that aren't part of the same timeline as the main series. So like you can, if you are just someone who wants to focus on content directly tied to the main story, then you can you can skip it if you want to. You prefer your steak like the good moments on Conan? Rare. Conan has good moments. I didn't even know they existed. Do I think that Boruto is bad? The anime, for the most part, yes. The manga, I cannot fairly evaluate as I have not read it. I've heard good things, but that's secondhand. What toppings do I put on your ice cream cone? Okay. So as for what I would put, chocolate chips, chocolate icing, or look, I love chocolate. I'm a chocolate fiend. So even when it comes to the flavor of the ice cream, it's going to be like Rocky Road, chocolate, brownie, anything like that. Cookies and cream mixed with chocolate, anything like that. So I'm just adding more chocolate to chocolate. Are we talking about Conan the Barbarian? I wish. I actually haven't seen Conan the Barbarian. I prefer my steak like the JJK fans that have actually read the manga. Rare. I'm not critiquing the fan base, man. I think it's fine. Wasabi? I'm not a wasabi fan. I'll have it. I'll have it. They never animated 4 episodes from Naruto. Are you talking about these special episodes? I'm pretty sure they're supposed to come out this year, but that's we've been waiting ages for those. What happened I put on your ice cream? I already answered that one. Thank you, Ozzy, for the heart donation. I appreciate that. High School DxD, I dropped that as well. I'm not into those kinds of series at all. My sister just started anime, and she thinks that JJK is the best. Best can I unbrain rot her? So here's the thing: it's her first anime, right? And she likes it. Cool. Let her try other series and evolve her. What if it is her favorite? What if it is? Who cares? Let her like what she wants. Hi YouTube. Okay, the TikTok chat says hi to the YouTube chat. And what side do I like with your steak? Oh, what side dish? Oh, I like everything from I could go with literally anything from a literal salad to baked potatoes, French fries, onion rings, mashed potatoes. If I didn't say mashed potatoes, literally I literally will eat every side dish. I have never had a side dish that I did not like. I've never had a side dish that I didn't like. I swear. YouTube chat on top. I think the TikTok chat isn't bad. The TikTok chat isn't bad. And right now there's more people on TikTok. Have a good stream. See you later, Krillin. How you doing, Leif? Have I ever eaten cabbage soup? I'm pretty sure I have. I also really like soup. So tomato soup, lobster bisque, chicken soup, matzo ball soup. I like soup. TikTok, you are banned in my country. That might be India talking. Thoughts on pigs in blankets? Oh, I like pigs in blankets. I like those too. And TikTok says hi. YouTube says hi back to TikTok. If I could create a religion, you might be new here. I'm an atheist. White soup? What is white soup? Is that just a really boring soup? I love the YouTube chat, and the YouTube chat loves you too. Hi, Discord. You could just go into the Discord server and just type hi, and someone would probably answer. If you want to, you could. I do see some notifications on the Discord server. I haven't checked in yet. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm not on Reddit. Hey, Twitch. We're not on Twitch right now, and I don't have a Reddit account. Okay. The religion I'd make is free will. Do whatever you want unless it's really bad. So how you define really bad, I guess. You're. I prefer my steak like the majority of JoJo's gay. Uh, I'm concerned about what you're doing with your steak. What's the name of the anime of the name of the anime of that anime girl in the middle? That is Kill la Kill. It's Kill la Kill. It's not Gurren Lagann. It's Avatar gay. I don't remember there being any gay characters. Not that there might be. I just don't remember. I don't think there was. The I got this girl. Okay. I'm confused by chat. Am I the only one that likes I Want to Eat Your Pancreas? I literally have the movie up on the screen. There's tons of people who know it. The white soup from Ratatouille, I don't remember what's in it. I'd probably eat it, to be honest. I prefer my steak like Armin, cooked to ashes. That's a disgusting steak. Ew. How you doing, AJ? I prefer my steak like JoJo's Part 6 anime, Part 8. Non-existent. Oh, so you just don't like steak. Okay. Got it. There was a pig head? Where's there? What? I like my steak like Zoro's hair. I'm vegan. So, like, here's the thing. You mean if you do stuff to it. Tomorrow, put Q Chained Soldier character on. I haven't seen Chained Soldier, so I can't put him on. What do I think about vegetarian? About veganism? My opinion is the same regardless. Do what you want. It's your life. I'm not going to tell you what foods you should eat. Like, I can give advice for general health stuff, but, like, I'm not going to tell you what kind of diet to follow. Like, that's your life, not my business. Zuko or Zoro? Zuko. I prefer Zuko. I like Zoro more, but the writing I'd probably give to Zuko. How you doing, Duma? What's good, man? Have I seen anime? Nope, I haven't seen a single one. Not one. All the content I do, I'm just making it up. Haven't seen anything. Have I seen? I'm ignoring that. Medium well, medium rare for me. I like my steak when it's getting cooked on my PC. How hot is your PC that you're cooking a steak? Can be buff being vegan because I complete my protein intake. Anyone can, yeah, you can build muscle on a vegan diet. This isn't revolutionary stuff. Did you watch anime? Nope, not once. Have I seen Breaking Bad? Technically, yes, but not really much of it. Who should have won, Gojo or Sukuna? Well, one ends up as a Kit Kat bar, so that's how you know who won. I love steak. I love the steak. Will it still move? While it still moves. So you like to eat an animal as it's walking around. That's pretty savage. I have not seen Kakari Died yet. I haven't seen that movie or series. Favorite cut of steak: New York strip or sirloin or ribeye. Between those, I think ribeye is I'm a ribeye guy, man. I love my ribeye steaks. Eat or be eaten? I mean, I guess. I'd choose to not be eaten. Exactly. They think we watch. Exactly. They think we watch anime on an anime channel. Come on. You got to do your homework. I mean, you can do your homework while watching the live stream. Name an anime with a sadistic main character. A sadist. A sadist. Death Note. Yeah, Death Note. Do I think Jose Marino had the most aura? I still don't. I don't know this Jose Marino. I like my steak like Zoro's writing, not existent. Again, that's just incorrect. Thoughts on the power system of Hell's Paradise? So, like, I like most of Hell's Paradise's power system. The whole what was it, Boku Jutsu thing? That I'm not into. Everything else is fine. Terry Henry or Messi? I don't follow football/soccer at all. Is Super Shenron's physique possible? Not for you, no. Avatar or Brotherhood? It's pretty close for me. Like, honestly, it's pretty close. Do I think that Yujiro's physique is possible? Again, if you're going to ask a physique in a non-sarcastic question, like if you want to be a dragon, come on. I mean, you can make a dragon cosplay if you want to. Genetics and train hard. Like, you might have it, you might not. I just train hard and see what you can do. Luffy or Itadori, I'm easily taking Luffy there. Kawop or Gandhi? Who's Kawop? Give me an anime that has a tsundere villain. A tsundere villain? I mean, Akamega Kill has several villains. Some are yandere, some are tsunderes. Yeah, I could go with Akamega Kill. I already said, Outlaw and Full Metal are pretty much on the same level for me. I make vegan food taste great. Come on, I'm Indian. Bring on the spices. I mean, look, you can make tasty vegan food. I will never be vegan. Hard pass. You do what you want, man. Live your life. So I can't be a massive dragon? Damn. I mean, you can cosplay a massive dragon if you want to. If you're going to an ice cream truck, what are you getting? Everything they have. If I can only get one ice cream cone, like a regular person, so probably the largest mix, like chocolate, vanilla, like chocolate icing, chocolate chips, something like that. Hunter x Hunter I've seen multiple times. One Piece, I like One Piece. What does Avatar do better than One Piece? It doesn't have the same pacing issues, for one. Like, Avatar has better pacing. That's easy. Do I think the deer from Frozen Now you guys are cosplaying deers, good to know. What even is anime? Is it food? I mean, you could technically cook food you see in anime, so there's that. If we're going to eat... I already read that one. Is One Piece worth it? I say yes. I say yes. It has issues. I still say yes. Avatar or Brotherhood sidecast? Probably going Avatar there. I prefer my dirt like Food Wars, food, edible, and taste. You prefer my dirt like Food Wars. Guys confuse me. Is anime? Nope. Anime is all anime is just live action. There's no animated animes. Not a single one. Is Koro Sensei physique possible? Not for you. One Piece pacing is only an issue if you watch less than 20 episodes a day. No, One Piece... If you're watching more than 20 episodes a day, I have other concerns for you. Is anime a sport? Unfortunately not. You've seen Mob Psycho? I think it's fantastic. I'm almost there in One Piece, 1068, 1055 of One Piece. So you're almost caught up. You're working your way there. You're working your way there. I prefer my politics like Eren. Genocide? Okay, you know what? You know what, dude? That was pretty wild. My goodness. Tell your girl your build like a One Piece character, just don't tell which one. I don't have a girl, nor do I want one, so it doesn't matter. And I really consider all cartoons and anime under the same category. Staring at a ceiling while seeking for an answer is cheating? What are you talking about? You're not skipping episodes? Good. You really shouldn't be skipping episodes. Unless you're just reading it instead, that's fine too. Do I watch anime dub or sub? Both. Both. I'm in Monster episode 12. It's so slow. Johan hasn't woken up yet. Oh. He hasn't woken up by episode 12? Don't worry. I thought he was up by now. But don't worry. He will be up and quite productive. Johan is going to be very productive in that series. What One Piece arc do I feel is underrated? Probably Thriller Bark, maybe. Should I get into Digimon? I would 1000% say yes. Absolutely. Thank you for the heart, GoTech. I appreciate that. Which chat has usually more people? It depends. If we go back a few weeks, then... if we go back, I'd say... TikTok. TikTok has more people. I need an anime romance recommendation when they get together quickly. My Love Story. Determination is different. What did I say with spoilers? That Johan's going to be productive? That's not spoilers. Determination is different. Luffy has a clear goal. Aang has an inner conflict until the second last episode. Good writing for both. Yeah, they're both good characters. I love them both. Thank you for the follow. Is that a pigeon? I think that's a pigeon. Whole Cake is honestly one of your favorite arcs to date. I can't. Like, it has great moments, but it's one of the hardest arcs for me to get through. What did I spoil? What did I spoil? I said Johan's going to be productive. That is not spoiling, okay? That is not spoiling at all. What do I think of JJK? It's pretty good. Like, it's better than average. It's like not top level, but it's fun. Old Roderick or new Roderick from the Diary of Wimpy. I haven't seen Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Like, here's the thing. I don't care if Enel is Yonko level or not. That's power scaling stuff. I don't really care for it. What about romance anime movie with all the sudden plot twists? I mean, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas isn't really much of a plot twist. I don't really know romance anime with massive plot twists. Like, they're all pretty obvious. Weathering with You, Silent Voice, like none of them have that big of a twist. I'm getting more spoiled than Anya in Spy Family. What spoilers? Again, say what spoilers, because I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything in a bit. Is Kuma from One Piece physique possible? Not really. I mean, you would have to have all of your fat stored in your body and almost none in your legs, and almost none in your arms either. So probably not going to happen. Yes, I do solo fiction. Do I have any anime action figures, and can I show us? I can show you action figures. I can't show you any anime stuff. Got Aquaman. We got the Riddler. But yeah, I don't really have any anime figures here. I love how chat collectively chooses to troll. I mean, that's how they do. That's how they do it. Steel Ball Run will be released in a month. Let's go. I won't be seeing it yet, but I'm happy you're excited for it. Is solo leveling overhated now? Here's the thing. I don't care about hate. It makes no. It's a complete waste of time to worry about it. It's a complete waste of time to worry about it. Do you like solo leveling? Cool. Do you not like it? Also cool. I like it. I'm looking forward to the next season whenever it ends up coming out. Someone else's opinion of a series should not affect your experience of the series. Metabots, let's go, 100%. How are you doing? Pretty good, Poop. Where did the treadmill thing go? It's long gone. Like that, we got rid of it weeks ago. Weeks and weeks and weeks ago. How you doing, Femboy? Have I been anticipating Steel Ball Run anime adaptation? I have not looked at any trailers for Steel Ball Run. I don't even know what's in Steel Ball Run. I haven't even started part 5. Hello, Poop Cake. Yeah, hello, Poop Cake. Remember to drink water. We're good. Don't worry. Do I think the Pokemon world, they eat the Pokemon, and if they do, who will be the tastiest? So who would be the tastiest? I'd imagine something with a lot of meat, or with a lot of, or maybe like a seafood. So my guess would be probably something like, I think Snorlax would be pretty tasty because fat really tastes good, and Snorlax is pretty fatty. But I also like seafood. I'm a big fan of seafood, so maybe something like, I mean, Golduck is basically just a big duck. Maybe Golduck? Maybe Golduck. I'd say Groudon or Wailord. Wailord's probably tasty. Wailord would probably be tasty. Is Mighty Otaku from YouTube physique possible? No. No, you can't. What do I think about the blood censorship in anime? When they make it white, it usually does not look very good. It's usually worse, I would say. Oh, Magikarp? Apparently Magikarp's like outer shell is really like raw, like really rough. I don't know about the Magikarp like meat underneath it. I mean, I'd try it. I'll eat any Pokemon. What anime have I been saying I'll watch later but never watch it? I have a lot of series that fit that description. Like, I have a long list of, I'm going to say Cowboy Bebop. I will eventually watch it, but that's been on my watch list for like ages. I would eat Lopunny. You should be on a watch list, buddy. Slowpoke Tail is tasty. That would sound good, yes. I would also try Charizard. There's a cupcake Pokemon. I'd probably try that too. I like cupcakes. Do I know anything about new season of One Piece? Uh, I mean, I know a bit. I don't read it, but like, I know what's going to happen roughly at the start of it. Like, I know about the early parts of Elbaf, just not everything that's going on now. Suggest an anime with a whole lot of fan service, preferably a newer anime. I can't help you. I don't watch fan service. I immediately drop those series. Do I know anything about... I already read that one. Have I watched or read Boruto? I have read Boruto. Sorry. I've watched Boruto. I didn't read it. The anime was not very good. What's been the best anime I got suggested from chat? The Flower That Blooms with Dignity probably has been the best recommendation you guys have given me. Otaku needs to do a smasher. No. Here, okay. See, the thing is, Spotify, that would not really fit me since I don't really have any romantic interest in the first place. So it'd be like kind of. I mean, oh geez. I mean, it'd probably get views, to be honest. It might actually get views. Have I seen that video? I think I have. In manga, it's very good. I've heard good things about the manga. What's The Flower That Blooms with Dignity about? So it's a high school romance series, very wholesome, where you have this tall guy with a kind of he has like one of those troublemaker kind of or like vibes where he's actually a big sweetheart, but everyone thinks he's a delinquent. He's viewed as one, but he's actually super nice. And you have this girl who's like super wholesome, super friendly, and belongs to a more prestigious school where like they're very judgmental and like restrictive and try and protect her from everything. And they form a relationship, and it's just very and they're kind of dealing with the conflict on both sides. It's very wholesome. Do the fusion dance? I would need a fusion partner. You can do a Yu-Gi-Oh one. Oh god, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh no. The problem is it would probably work. Oh god. Do I know when Blue Vortex is coming out? I think maybe this year. Like, I don't even know if it's this year. I didn't see a release date. I didn't see a release date last time I checked. What do I think about Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, and Dragon Ball coming back this year? So here's the thing. Naruto, there's the special episodes, which we don't even have an official release date to my knowledge last time I checked. One Piece will be back in April. Dragon Ball Super is getting a remake in the fall, which, okay, we're getting Super for the third time. And then Bleach, I'm most excited for Bleach, to be honest, because we're finally getting the final arc. I'm confused. Who is the cupcake Pokemon? Oh, I thought you actually meant like a literal cupcake. I thought you meant literal cupcakes. Have I thought of seeing Ashita no Joe? It is on my to-watch list. Psyche K I haven't started. No, Psyche K I dropped. I dropped Psyche K. Did I watch Monster? I finished it a few months ago. It was pretty good. The ending was not for me, but overall, fantastic series. Thoughts on Paprika? I still need to watch Paprika as well. Dragon Ball and Naruto are top tier. I love them both. So, like, I'm more inclined to say yes to Naruto, and Dragon Ball's kind of more depending on the sagas. Suggestion: Karibo, Celtic Guardian, Slifer the Sky Dragon, Obelisk, Dark Magician Girl, and Ash Blossom. Isn't Ash Blossom a child? Okay, Spotify, you're going to prison. No, throw away the key. Bury them under the jail. Ash Blossom, you're sick. I think it might be able to perception blitz you in basketball. I suck at basketball. Thoughts on Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War? I love Thousand Year Blood War. Favorite game publisher? Well, here's my answer to that. My favorite games are probably Mass Effect and Halo. But, like, are they my favorite game publishers? I think I'd have to go take an average. Sakamoto mentioned, absolutely. I used to watch Pokemon when I was a kid. Right now, I just don't get it. The anime kind of sucks. Honestly, I'm trying to get through it. The anime kind of sucks. Could Prime Messi stop Mongol Empire? The Mongol Empire. Okay. I feel like you'll 100% get spoilers from SBR after the anime drops. I can't get spoilers. That's the thing. Yeah, I can't get spoilers. because I don't scroll. I don't see any other people's content. So as long as no one comes in here and yells out spoilers, I'm good. You wish Sakamoto was more of a popular anime. It's mad funny. It's true, not a lot of people know that one. Which anime rides more on nostalgia, Dragon Ball Z or Naruto? I would say Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball has been on break for a long time. Like the last time we got Dragon Ball content, it's been quite a few years. I know it's coming back, but I feel like at least, well, actually Boruto's been on break for a while too. And Boruto did not, Boruto people kind of have mixed opinions there. I'm still going to say Dragon Ball. I'll still say Dragon Ball. Thank you, Godspeed for the heart. Could Prime Otaku beat Dark Magician Girl in a 1v1? Yes, I could. Of course I could. Could I stop Genghis Khan? Yes, I could stop Genghis Khan. Low-key, you're a D1 hater for Dragon Ball. I like Dragon Ball. I just have complaints. I don't think it's perfect. Akimega Kill is underrated as hell. I don't really feel that way. I think Akimega Kill is a pretty mainstream series. It's pretty mainstream. AOT has one of the best plots and stories. I'd say it's good. I just can't say it's one of my favorites, but it's good for sure. I have seen Soul Eater. Invincible, I am 2 episodes behind, and I do enjoy most of it. I'm not a mega fan, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And would I try wrestling? I have tried wrestling, actually. Could I beat Saitama? Obviously, easily. Could Prime Me beat everyone to ever live at the same time? Isn't Soul Eater and Fire Force in the same universe? Yes, you are correct. Welcome back, Raheem. Why did I pick Mika? Who's Mika? What are you talking about? I think they say Fire Force came first. I think I'm trying to remember which came first. I think Fire Force in that universe was first. I think it was. What is your favorite anime of all time? I don't have one. I am a general anime enthusiast. I watch many shows, and I just don't really have a number 1 or 2 or 5. Could Prime Me frame Mog Whitebeard? Obviously, I could be Whitebeard. Ash was a wild one. Evergarden vibes 100%. For sure. Do you have a top 5 you have enjoyed? So here's the thing. I do not have a list of top 1, 5, 10. I just don't. I have seen nearly 1,000 shows, and when I watch an anime, I don't try to make some sort of list. I just enjoy the series, remember why I enjoyed it or why I didn't, and I move on to the next thing. I don't keep a list of sorts. Because Soul Eater Soul Wasters post-apocalyptic isn't it? Soul Eaters was kind of post-apocalyptic. Have I ever seen Robotech? I have not. Fire Force was before Soul Eater. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yes. Imagine an anime about myself. That would be terrible. That'd be a terrible anime. 100% no. Definitely not. Excited for Steel Ball Run? I am not there yet. I have not seen part 5, so I'm quite a bit back in JoJo's. What is a recommendation? What shows have I really enjoyed better than others? So if it's just picking shows that I enjoy, then I literally have hundreds to pick from. From Flower That Blooms with Dignity, to Frieren, to Full Metal Alchemist, the Fate series, Digimon, Metabots, Hajime no Ippo. Have I seen Fire Force? I have them up to date. If I had to write, what's the longest you think you can go without eating meat? The longest I could go or would want to go. Because normally I wouldn't go more than a day. Not even a day. I barely go a meal without meat. Let's just say it would not be very long. It would not be very long. Because I usually eat meat around 3 to 4 times a day. Everyday Life is of Derek, the Average Guy, would be a peak anime. No. Terrible. No views. 0 views. It would get less views than my worst performing videos. Ash is a fairy, and fairies live thousands of years. So no, you're still going to jail. Because you know what? If it looks like a child, that's disgusting. No, you're going to jail. You're under the prison. They have a Discord humor. It annoys me. Who has a Discord humor? What's Stain hate about wait, what's Stain, Stain about? Stain, I don't even know what you're talking about. Are you talking about Stain from Hero Academia? Like, I'm so confused. I hear the fridge is dinging. Roommates left the fridge open. My roommates left the fridge open. The JJK fandom has Discord humor. Oh, I'm fine with the JJK fandom. I don't care. Would you ever watch Robotech? It's one of the foundational series of giant robots. I mean, would I watch it? Sure. Do I care for mechas? Not particularly. Like, if it's a good series, it's a good series. Needs to be hung, drawn, and quartered. Actually, she's 3,090 years old. Yeah, I don't care if she's 3,090 years old. If she looks like a child, she's a child. I was bored, that's why. Oh, you're talking to someone else. No, guys, we're not making an anime of me. We're not making an anime about me. Been a while since you spoiled us. The world is healing. I'll spoil you right now if you don't shush. Have I ever seen Dandadan because it's crazy how they were releasing season 3 in 2027? I dropped it a long time ago. Wasn't really my thing. Why are Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh monsters just females? What are you talking? You mean, are you talking about like Dark Magician Girl and like Angelomon? Because there's plenty of female Digimon and creatures that are not just like humanoid women. I mean, there are plenty of them, but there's also plenty that are not. You meant Steins Gate, even about? I can't tell you much about Steins Gate because I dropped it in the first episode multiple times. I couldn't do it. Could Alexander the Great invade Prime AC Milan? God, jeez, my chat. Digimon was almost Prime in 2007? When did Digimon Tamers come out? Because my favorite was Digimon Tamers. And that was 2007. No, that was 2000 and... I think it was before 2007. I think Tamers was before 2007. Would I win against the Prime Minister of Somalia? I'm just going to say yes. So it's bad? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying I didn't like it. Me saying what I like and what you like could be very different things. The MHA versus the modern American Navy. I mean, the modern American Navy is dead. Prime AC Milan has Maldini, so no, I don't care. Hey man, been a while right now. I'm watching episode 1 of Goblin Slayer again for the 34th. Oh, you're the Goblin Slayer fanatic. Okay. Would I win against the... Okay. Bro has an interesting build. Thank you. I don't know what we're talking about. From which anime is the girl in the middle? Kill la Kill. She's from Kill la Kill. You've been watching a free ren, and it's been so good. Can't wait to start season 2. What are your thoughts? It's a good season 2 is good too, so you only have more good stuff to look forward to. What's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood about? I just don't get the alchemy. Quite simple. So the two brothers, their mother dies. Like start of series, the mother's already dead. They want to use alchemy to bring her back to life, which is a sin. It's against the law against the laws of alchemy. So as punishment, when they try to bring her back, they lose parts of their body and then go on a journey to try and get their bodies back. Is Goku a femboy? You can draw him as one, I guess, if you want to. Where's the walking pad? It's long gone. You've been gone for a while, haven't you? Because, like, the walking pad's been gone for weeks now. How do I feel about roll over and die? I don't know what that is. Thank you, Adam, for the follow. What's your favorite class to run in D&D? I can literally play any class. From tank to healer to ranger. I can literally do anything. But I'm usually best at one of 3 things. The ranger, the tank, so like a barbarian kind of build, or a cleric, so dedicated support. Like dedicated support. Thank you, Charlie, for the follow. Alchemy has laws. Isn't the whole point of alchemy no laws? You did not watch the series, did you? Because there are fundamental rules in that universe that go strictly against bringing back the dead. Like, that is a fundamental rule of the world. And I'm not talking about enforced by the government. I mean, you try to bring back the dead, you immediately experience consequences. I've watched the first 2 episodes of Code Geass, but I found it kind of boring. Should I continue? So some people will like it, some people won't. I personally dropped it. Maybe you'll end up liking it. I can't really promise you. The series does get better, but it wasn't enough to hold me. I think he means in real life alchemy. I mean, alchemy in real life doesn't... I mean, we're talking Brotherhood alchemy. We're talking Brotherhood alchemy. So magical alchemy. Real life alchemy is just science experiments. Could Messi dunk on the ball? Throw my Taku to the age of Shakespeare and he will best him at English? Probably not. Probably. Do I play any video games? We do stream games 5 days a week over on Twitch, so absolutely we do. We are currently working our way through Mass Effect Andromeda. Code Geass will give you a whiplash with all the plot twists. I mean, there's plot twists, but like, I guess kinda. It didn't give me whiplash though. Vinland Saga, best anime of all time? No. Do I think it's very good? Absolutely. Peter, thank you for the follow. Who wins in the debate, Socrates or me? Obviously me, like come on. Socrates is dead, I win by default. How much of your viewers have decent, good grammar? Probably around like 25%, 20%. Have I played Red Dead 2? I have not played Red Dead 2. It doesn't really fall into the category of games I normally play. Also, I don't own the game, so I can't play it. Favorite Gundam character? Not a single one, because I don't really watch Gundam. I can think of mecha characters in general that I've liked, but like Gundam specifically, not really any. Can I enjoy the series if I hate the main character? It depends how much I have to deal with him. It depends how much I have to deal with them. How much battery I got? My phone is at 15%, so we're barely hanging in there. What's Vinland Saga about? I hate how people compare it to AOT. Why? Okay, so let me ask you this first. Why do you hate when people compare it to AOT? Because if you're some AOT purist where you think this is the greatest series of all time and nothing else can compare to it, that's just utterly ridiculous. You can love the series as much as you want. You can call it a 10 on 10. I'm not going to give you a headache over that. But like, why do you care if people compare series to see like where they're similar or where they differ? Have I thought about watching Ashita no Joe? As I've already explained, it is on my watch list, but I have not seen it. What is your favorite? I do not have a favorite. I'm just a general fan of many things. You're very new to Vinland Saga. I'm very new to anime. Vinland Saga, only one I have watched. You've just finished it. What would I recommend? I would just try something entirely random. I would try something entirely random because you don't need to stay in the same area. You don't have to stick to the same category as Vinland Saga. You could literally try a romance, you could try a mystery, you could try Gosick, you could try Parasite, you could try Assassination Classroom. See you later, L. Have I ever accessed the dark web? No. Derek secretly likes Steins, but he's gatekeeping? No. Yes, I'm gatekeeping one of the most popular series on the internet. Okay. I recommend you watch from the 70s. Again, my watch list is full. I will get to Ashita at some point in time, probably not soon. What's it about? Vinland Saga, what's it about? Very simple. Boy and father go out fishing. Father runs into some people from his past. It does not go well. Son embarks on a journey of revenge. What's your favorite? I don't have a favorite. I'm just a general anime enthusiast. I really hate having a favorite show in general, but Troll Hunters 2 Peak, it has to be one. I'm not familiar with Troll Hunters. Have I played No, I have not played the Cyberpunk video game. I barely started the anime. Plot twist, I live in a castle. I do not. I unfortunately do not. Vinland Saga or AOT, Vinland Saga. And have I really having favorites? JJK or Demon Slayer, I would say JJK. It's so peak though, I will change your perspective of life. The thing is, any anime could change your perspective on life. There's literally life lessons you could take from almost anything. Unless it's just like, mindless entertainment. Are you standing on a stool? No, I am not. I have an adjustable table. Anime recommendations on Crunchyroll. So I don't have Crunchyroll. I can spin the wheel and see if you get something on Crunchyroll. I don't use that platform. I don't like to support them. How do I get so much confidence in talking? I'm struggling with it a lot. I don't care if I fumble or not. That's the trick. You got the movie Your Name. I don't think Your Name is on Crunchyroll. So the thing is, I don't care if I misspeak. I don't care if I stutter. I don't care if I mess up. Because if I do, we all get a good laugh, get a good chuckle. Okay, haha, he misspoke, whatever. I laugh at myself and I move on. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. So, get comfortable making mistakes and just have a good time. Dragon Ball is so hard to watch, I don't know where to start and finish. It's quite simple. Dragon Ball, if you're okay. So you have Dragon Ball Z. GT is not officially part of the main timeline. It's kind of its own thing. So you can watch that after Z if you want to. Daima technically takes place in between Z and Super. And then you have Super, and we're getting a remake of Super in the fall. We are all pirates here. We all do anime piracy pretty much. Is JJK Season 3, Episode 3 skippable? I would say no. How did I become such a Giga Chad? By not caring at all about people's opinions. Do I think there will be a Season 3 of Vinland Saga? Yes, I do. Why would they make a remake of Super? Because that's what happened. Because they are. Because they are. Probably to give us something before Galactic Patrol. I don't know. But we're getting Super again. I don't have a top 5. Money, yes. I mean, do they want money? Yes. Or maybe they felt that the first run at Super was not as good as it could have been, which I would agree. Infinity Castle, it was okay. It was okay. I wasn't a huge fan of it. How you doing today? We're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. The corrector, Dragon Ball Z, Daima, Broly, the Broly movie, end of Broly movies. I mean, technically, the Broly from the Z movies is non-canon, so that's not correct. GT is not canon. I mean, there's the Z movie, Broly was not canon. The Super Broly movie was. Don't have to say your favorite, but what are some of your favorite animes? So there's Ippo, there's Full Metal Alchemist, there's Snow White with red hair, there's, I'm just picking different genres. There's Sakamoto Desuka, there's Big Bang Bravern. Is AOT worth the glaze? Here's the thing. My opinion is, if you want to glaze a series, go ahead and do it. As long as you're not shoving shoving a series down my throat and you're being annoying about it, I don't care how much you glaze a series. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's the best thing ever. I enjoy it, just not to that extent. Did the heavens bless humanity with Messi, or can we say stay humble? No, it wasn't the heavens. The new Broly movies are canon. Yes, the Broly movie is canon. We doing any spins? The wheel is up for spins. Am I looking forward to Crimson Desert? I'm not familiar with what that is. Bigger menace, Broly or Kid Buu? I would say either Z Broly or, if we're going Z Broly, then still Kid Buu. Still Kid Buu. But I personally don't consider End of Z canon ending anymore since Oob doesn't fit to Dragon Ball Super or Daima. I mean, they're going to have to rehash a few things. We have discussed it with the Otaku and other streams. Hellsing or JJK? I personally have more fun with JJK. What do I think about Classroom of the Elite? I overall enjoy the series, but I think the earlier seasons are better. When did I start watching anime? In 1994. Favorite character in Vinland Saga, I would say, is probably Thor's. How much have I been spoiled with JJK? Not much. Very little. Is Death Note good in my opinion? The first half is good, and the ending was good, but in between those points, not really. Do I think Ayana Koji is the biggest cornball? No. Hellsing is a while to you gave up in episode 1? I mean, I liked Hellsing. Don't get me wrong, I liked it. Have I ever seen Gurren Lagann? I couldn't get into it. So I've seen it, I just never finished it. AOT or JJK? I enjoy JJK more. Who's your favorite character? I already answered that one. Should I start Hellsing? I mean, if you don't mind the gore, it's a very, very violent series. It's like, it's a lot. It's a mess, but it's fun. Toriyama wants Oob to be the end of Dragon Ball, but the fans wanted more, and now we have Chaos. I never really looked into that. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll do some videos on it. The history of like Dragon Ball Z and all that. Yuichi Katagiri or Kyotaka. I forget who Yuichi is, so I'll just say Ayano Koji. Hell's Paradise, I'm up to date on it. It's pretty good, except for the power system, I have mixed opinions. JoJo's, I'm a fan of JoJo's. I finished part 4. Does it piss you off when people who have never watched an anime say it's weird? No, because their opinions mean nothing to me. Their opinions literally mean nothing to me. And even if they did watch the anime and then say it's weird, their opinions still don't mean anything to me. Like, if I like a series, I'll still like. I'm always going to like the series. Like, they might bring up valid points. Maybe I could reflect on it, but like, if they're not bringing up something that would really change my opinion, I don't care. Have I watched Berserk? I have seen every release of Berserk that's been done. So yes, I have. I'm having a great day. Thank you. Spin the wheel. I got you, Dutch. The wheel will spin. Let's go. Yuichi is the guy from Tomodachi. I haven't seen Tomodachi Game, so there you go. And that's how I am with Mushoku Tensei. I cannot deal with Mushoku Tensei. I had to drop it. And you got the movie Weathering with You, which is a good one. Do you want to be a crime scene solver for a day? I would do it. That's how I feel. Have I watched Berserk? I already read that one. You're going to be I'm going to be the paragraph guy. Toriyama says there's 10 years of peace from Death of Boo to the tournament with Oob. Fans refuse to believe peace in that universe. That's why Dragon Ball story got messed up. I'd have to look into this to confirm anything. Everyone in chat has a blessed day. Thank you. Did I enjoy High School DxD? No, I dropped it immediately. I dropped the show immediately because of that. Tokyo Revengers or Windbreakers. Windbreakers by leaps and bounds. It's not even close. Top 3. I unfortunately don't have a top 3. I am a general anime enthusiast who enjoys many shows. Maharaga versus Chopper. Why? See you later, Devilish. Do I smoke? No, I'm very anti-smoking. I'm very, very anti-smoking. Have I seen God of High School? I have. I think it's fun, but it's kind of rushed. If I had to choose 3 best animes, what you got? That's the thing. I do not have a top 3. You basically just asked the same question twice. Twice. I can just list off a bunch of random anime that are good. I don't have a top 3. Are you Christian? No. Atheist. Excited for Toy Story 5? I haven't even seen Toy Story 3. I haven't even seen the 3rd one. So I'm way behind on that. A genius Machiavellistic student. Machiavellist. I don't know. I actually just don't know. Do I have a least favorite anime? No. The same way I don't have a favorite series, I do not have a least favorite series. It's pretty straightforward. I watch a series. If I have a good time, I will finish it. And I will remember why I liked it and the parts that I didn't like it. If I don't like something, I just stop watching it. End of story. I don't make a list. I just stop watching it. JoJo's, I've enjoyed it so far. I finished the first 4 parts. What's the most bloody anime I've seen? Hellsing Ultimate without a question. What's the most, just a genius manipulating the OP? If it's just genius manipulation, I would say Classroom of the Elite. I would say Monster. Monster's definitely high on that list. What TV live-action detective do I think can solve the Kira case? TV live-action. Okay. TV live-action. So here's the thing. The Listener. The Listener, because The Listener is about a paramedic who could read minds. But like most people don't like he if we're dealing with supernatural powers, I'm gonna go with The Listener. I can't wait until season 3 of Vinland Saga comes out. I'm looking forward to that as well. Would it be surprising if I finished Food Wars since you seem to dislike fan service? I love Food Wars because I love food. Do I like the fan service? No. That part is my least favorite component of the series. But I love food more than anything. The art style of JoJo's is bad, how they look. I disagree. I think the art style is fantastic. Shall you watch Cyberpunk Edgerunners? I have seen the first episode, and I enjoyed it. So, take it with a grain of salt. I think it's good so far. Trinity 7 I thought was pretty awful. Detective Conan, atrociously awful. Greatest Western series. Probably Avatar. Probably Avatar. I would guess. Did I finish Food War? Do I have a least favorite? I already answered that. What is Tower of God about? What is Tower of God about? So, how do I explain this? I would honestly have to relook at the plot. I'd have to in order to properly explain it. Like if I said what I remember, it would be in bits and pieces. Like I can't just say he's trying to get Rachel to the top of the tower so she can see the stars and all that. I can't. I have to look it up again. Do I enjoy Dragon Ball? Yes, I do for the most part. Depends on which part of Dragon Ball we're talking about. I'd say Brotherhood is absolutely fantastic. I don't think Naruto is mid. I think it's really good. It is currently 2:45 p.m. The Arcella Judges is bad. Metabots and Kill la Kill, Bro Knows Ball. I have been watching anime for over 30 years, so I am quite familiar with stuff. Since you don't have a favorite, do I have a favorite food? Big surprise, I do not. I don't like picking favorites. Food to me is just, I love trying things. I love Chinese, Thai, seafood, Italian, pastas, everything. Everything. Part 4, 3, 2, 1, art style, what's your favorite? Art style might go to 3. I'm talking mainly Dragon Ball Z. I like Dragon Ball Z a lot. It's Dragon Ball or Z is probably my favorite. See you later, Void. Super is definitely lower on my list. Daima's lower on my list. GT, I didn't like most of it, but the ending was perfect. If the series had stopped there, I would have been good. YouTube chat also says hi to the TikTok chat. Who is the most racist character? I mean, should I just say Frieza to give you an answer? Because I just don't know that many racists in anime. I don't know that many objective racists in anime. I can think of a couple, but how many of them are that awful? There's racists in One Piece, that's for sure. That's a huge thing. Is there any anime that is considered your least favorite or one you quickly dropped? Oh, quickly dropped, okay. I have dropped dozens of series. I think I'm most noted for hating Detective Conan. Rent a Girlfriend is awful. I didn't like DxD. I didn't like Darling in the Franxx. I didn't like any of those. Part 3, Jotaro isn't that good of an MC, but Part 4, Jotaro is pretty good side character. I like them both. I like Jotaro in Part 3 and 4, really. Am I a fan of Violet Evergarden? So yes, my only complaint about Violet is the age gap. Everything else is perfect. Do I have a genre I enjoy the most? Cozy, slice of life, wholesome, just happy-go-lucky. Anything that just feels good is my favorite. Does Yugo have a new art? Who's Yugo? I think Violet Evergarden has my favorite art style. It has my favorite art style for sure. Part 5 is the worst part, and Part 8 is the best. Well, I haven't started Part 5 yet. Psyche K dropped that as well. Was not really my thing. It's not really my type of comedy. I know it's a comedy show, but I didn't find it funny. I didn't find it funny. Couldn't enjoy it. Favorite Blenders arc? Wait, Blenders arc. What's Blenders? Power 5 is not the one. Again, I'll see for myself. I'll see for myself and come to my own conclusions. What is the best volume of Tokyo Ghoul? I don't read Tokyo Ghoul. You just finished season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul. Have I watched it? I have watched it, and I enjoyed most of it. I didn't enjoy the last season. I'm currently watching 17 series, so yes, I'm pretty booked up. I'm not going to, because as I have explicitly said numerous times, I don't read fiction anymore. So I'm not going to. Nope. You watching Jack of All Trades? I am watching Jack of All Trades. It's decent. It's not bad. It's not bad. Little Witch Academia is really wholesome. I still have to watch that one. It is on my list. Vinland Saga is absolutely fantastic. I do not have a favorite series, as I am just a general connoisseur, a fan of many series. JJK is pretty good. Why are you so against reading, bro? Because I don't remember what I read. At all. Like, at all. Zero. Nada. So, no point. Haste or Flying? Haste. Thoughts on Parasite? I think it's fantastic. Have I seen Slam Dunk? Not yet. I will, though. Gurren Lagann, couldn't get into it. Tried it, couldn't do it. Do I ever encounter an emptiness like it's all the same? Not really. Can't say that I have. Joseph over Jotaro? I mean, Joseph and Jotaro are my two favorites, so like, okay. What is your favorite Bleach arc? Probably going to be Thousand Year Blood War or the Soul Society arc. Either one would do. Flying or Untouchable, though? I mean, fair enough. I just like Haste more. I just prefer I like being on the ground. It's easier to control for me. Did you ever encounter, and I already read that one. Sorry, my bad. I lost track of the comments. Best Shippuden arc? Probably the... I've usually said the war arc, but part of me also wants to say like the Kakuzu Hidan arc. I really like that one. I thought your two favorites were Josuke and I mixed them up, sorry. Yeah, might be Josuke and Jotaro. My bad. I mixed up Joseph. My bad. I really love the like Naruto's training with Kakashi, Shikamaru fighting Hidan, the Wind Star and Shuriken. There's just a lot of good stuff in that arc. Y'all talking about Magic the Gathering. I really hate these new control decks. I love Magic the Gathering, and I don't currently run any control decks. I currently run a red, white, blue Spellslinger, a blue-green Merfolk, and a colorless Eldrazi. Really important question, thoughts on AOT? I enjoy it, but I'm not a mega fan. Like, it's not the best thing ever. Who's that guy with the glasses? It's Sakamoto Desuka. Do I watch romance? All the time. I stream science fiction and science fantasy games over on Twitch. So like Fallout, Mass Effect, Halo, Gears, anything like that. Blue player spotted, at least it's mixed. So my next deck is not going to be blue. My next deck is going to be all colors. It's going to be multicolor. So what's the best anime of all time? I don't have a favorite anime of all time. I'm just a general fan of many things. Do I play One Piece TCG? I do not. Magic is already expensive enough. Have I watched Matem? I have no idea what that is. That probably stands for something. Have I played Clash Royale? I do not play those kinds of games. How do I get into Digimon? So, I would do one of two things if you're looking to start Digimon. You could either watch the remake of Digimon Adventures that came out a couple of years ago, so it's like 2020 something. It's not canon to the main timeline, but it's just like a newer version, and it's just easier to get into. Or you would start with Digimon Adventures 1998. And that's also really good, by the way. It's just not as modern animation-wise. What is your favorite game type in Halo multi? Oh. I don't like multiplayer, but if I have to, I'm taking SWAT. If I'm forced to play Halo multiplayer, I'm choosing SWAT. Did I like Shangri-La Frontier? I have liked it so far, but I'm not really into the whole gaming tournament arc thing. I mean, blue is not that bad as long as you're playing the game with no time wasting for the big combos. So that's not really what I do. I've never played blue control. I have never played a blue control deck. I have thought about making a control deck just for the fun of it, but Magic is extremely expensive, and I just don't have the money to make every deck that I wish I could. Maybe if we make it really big, I'll make another one. We'll see. Do I play League or WoW? Not at all. No way. Hard pass, infinite pass, forever. How you doing, Speedy? Which movie did I watch first on the big screen? I have no... What was the first movie I saw in theaters? I don't know, dude. I'm 34 years old. I don't remember the first movie I saw. Bro is a menace? I mean, yeah, I am a menace. I'm terrible. I'm awful. Well, to be fair, my friends are more awful. You ever play League or... I already answered that one. So, like, my friends... one of my friends is, like, really good. Like, one of my friends is really good at the game. So, like, if I'm going to beat him, I have to be the most awful human being to ever exist. Oh, the first anime movie I ever saw in theaters would probably be... The first anime movie I saw in theaters was probably, like, Film Red. I don't really go to the movies much. Halo Reach or Halo ODST. Halo ODST for the gameplay, Halo Reach for the story. You ever played League or WoW? I keep rereading the same question. My goodness, I gotta stop doing that. I love Film Red. I loved Film Red. It's one of my favorite One Piece films. It was great. And in theaters, it was stunning. Do I understand Spanish? No, I do not. Have I been called Unk at all recently? Yeah, usually every day, probably. Terrible. That's me when I play 3 Max C's, 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Dimension Shifters, and 3 Call by the Grave. Yeah, you should be executed on the spot. For me, I watched Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. I didn't watch that in theaters. I watched that here at home. Did I not watch the first Pokemon movie in theaters? Valid. Correct. Actually, wait. Which came out first? The first Mewtwo movie or the first Digimon movie? Like, I need to double check. I'm pretty sure it was the Mewtwo movie. Because you are correct. I did see Mewtwo in theaters. I did. There's also the Yu-Gi-Oh movie. There's also that one. So, but you're right. You're right. Personally, I would never watch anime movies in theaters. To be fair, it used to be an awesome experience. It used to be great. Like Mewtwo, Digimon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! In theaters were all amazing. Did I understand Spanish? My name is Mustafa, you're 12. I finished Dragon Ball. Your favorite enemy is Itachi Uchiha. Wrong series, but okay. Unless you're I'm confused there. Grass Card is even more terrible, to be honest. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore, so I don't know what Grass Card is. Makoto Shinkai movies are theater material. I'd agree. But yeah, can someone check the release dates on when those movies came out? I would confirm what my first movie was. Oh, my nose is getting stuffy. I'm sorry. What? I'm so confused by chat now. Billy Bean. Who's Billy Bean? What are you talking about, dude? Who's Billy Bean? I don't know what half of you guys are talking about anymore. You know, I'm just gonna. I'll quickly look it up. Oh damn! Oh, my phone's at 1%. My phone's at 1%. I better be quick. Here, Mewtwo movie release date 1999. Okay. Digimon movie release date 2000. Okay, came after. Yeah, it was. My first movie was Mewtwo. Does anyone watch or play Danganronpa? I did watch the first season and I did like it. I remember running Fiber Jar and my deck was when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And people hated me. There's worse things than Fiber Jar. There's Cyber Jar. I just had giant meat sticks that punched people in the face and it worked out pretty well. Oh, Billie Jean? Okay. Nah, okay. Please look it up quickly. The grass looks greener Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh, I'll do it quickly because my phone's about to turn off. Grass looks greener. Here we go. Oh, I've seen this card before. Okay. If you have more cards in your deck than your opponent, send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard until you have the same number of cards in that could be a problem. If you have a graveyard recursion deck, that's awful. When does JJK new episode come out? Not this week. We're not getting any JJK episodes this week. Classroom of the Elite I enjoyed for the most part, though I do think the earlier seasons were better. And do I believe in ski walkers? What are you talking about? Like, do people walk on skis? Yes. You're migrating to TikTok? There's no point because I'm out of time. My phone is about to die. My phone is literally about to turn off. I know I don't know Blox Fruits because I stay away from Roblox because that's like a place for pedophiles. I don't go near it. So, guys, I gotta call it. I'm gonna try. Sorry, FNAF. I gotta call it. I'll be back tomorrow evening. And would I rate Rent a Girlfriend 0 on 10? 0 on 10. Okay, guys, I'm out. See ya. Thank you for the stream. We're out.